My name is Natalia and I'm 46-year-old. I'm in Ireland 20 years and I'm addicted to crack cocaine and benzos, and I trying to seek the help. I'm trying to get in treatment, and I would love to have some support.
So Natalie, how long have you been living in Dublin? 20 years, did you say?
I did, yeah, 20 years. I came in 2004.
Mm-hmm. When you came, were you already addicted to crack?
No.
Okay. You did have a drug issue?
In Slovakia, yeah.
Okay.
But when I came here, I started working and I didn't touch drugs, nothing. And well, I was drinking, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, I went back on heroin. That was my drug of choice at the time. I was seeking help, so I went to clinics and all that stuff, you know. Went on methadone and tried to get well. I went to detox, I went to treatment centers. And last time when I did that, I stayed 4.5 years clean.
Okay.
Yeah.
In Ireland, of course, we're talking.
In Ireland,
yes.
So it was my happiest time of my life, you know, because being clean, there is nothing better than being clean. Being addicted is just survival and death at the end, you know.
Yes,
so
it is, 100%.
And Paul, I feel so. I don't want to be in self-pity, but the thing is that, you know, so many times I ask my family to come here, and, you know, that I'll buy a ticket, and if, you know, my mom, she came here, and, you know, I would do it, you know, and if she stayed with me. But no, that didn't happen, and I'm not blaming my mommy for it. She probably just had her own issues. So the thing is that I find it really hard to ask for help. So the only person I asked for help was my mom, and one stage I was really willing to go to Tiglin, to this Christian treatment.
Yes, yeah.
But you have to call there every day, and it takes about 3 weeks that they are really sure that you really want to go there, you know.
Of course, yeah.
And then it would be in Arklow residential.
Oh,
yeah.
Is this something that you're doing now? You're trying to get into this
Because
place?
I'm trying to get
into this
information where I can go. Yeah, because
sure.
I don't want to live like this, Paul.
Tell me what your day is like, Natalie.
My day is like sometimes I see my counselor, I see my key worker, and if I don't, I just don't know what to do, because I'm bored, and I need to get to some day program until I get to treatment. Yeah,
I understand.
But
what happens when you don't? You know, when you have what's your bad day like?
well, see, the drugs,
Yeah.
just I don't even want to use them, but I only do that just to the pain which is inside of me, just to numb it. That's all. But at the end of the day, it's even worse after that. The pain is even worse, you know.
Yeah.
Because then my conscience is telling me, Jesus Christ, this is never gonna end, and, you know, why did you do that when you want to get well, you know? But I really am not strong enough to get, like, I can't do it on my own. I tried to do it a few times on my own.
Yeah.
7 weeks I was off everything. I was sweating 7 t-shirts in first week, 3 t-shirts second week, and I was rattling, and I did it, was going to the meetings, and then I paralyzed my hand, went to the hospital. They gave me a medication, and they gave me as well muscle relaxants, diazepam, and off I was again.
But let me ask you about
The
the time you had 3.5 years or 4 years clean or so, and then when you had your slip, how did it go from there to using again? I'm just interested to know.
So I was in a college. I had my son back home. I was studying till 3 o'clock in the morning. I was waking up at 6, being into school to educate together. I really made sure that he's in the best school, that he's looked after and all.
Yeah.
And one day I was so stressed, and I took one Xanax in college. My friend gave it to me, and
Started like that, and it just
next day I wasn't the same person. I was back on tracks. So eventually I called services, social services, and I told them the truth.
Yeah, and they're minding.
Yeah, my son now. Yeah, they do, and I miss him so much.
I know, I can see that, Melody.
I miss him so much.
Yeah, I know. So I've known you a little while, Natalie, and I know you're going through great pain at the moment. Things have been really tough for you. You've had it really difficult.
Yeah, I just wish just to go somewhere. If I could go now, right now, I would go. I don't care. Like,
I know.
I would go somewhere. I would even do cold turkey. But I know
It's nearly impossible to do alone.
But I done it alone, and
that's why I think.
and after 7 weeks it didn't end up well. Yeah, because I don't know why I didn't stick it out. After I got my hand paralyzed, I don't know why I didn't stick it out. But obviously, I was thinking I can do it again if I did it myself for 7 weeks, Yeah. But now I know I can't do it on my own. So the loneliness it's not only loneliness, it's a loneliness, and it's a pain that you have inside, and that's what it is. It feels like there is not many people who really, like, I know there is good people in the world. I believe that, I know that, but people have families and all, and even if I go to a meeting, they all go home, and I go home myself, yeah, and then I'm sitting with my head again, and
Yeah, it's like, yeah. I understand it. It's desperate to feel that sort of loneliness, isn't it? And especially when you're in a vulnerable moment, because you're coming off the drugs, or you need that support. How is that something? I think that's like core to your issue, to why you're using it as well. Could I be right?
is that
That's core to the issue of why you use
the loneliness?
Yes.
Oh yeah, loneliness. Because I'm not a fighter. I don't argue. I am not a violent and vicious person, and people used me, and I am so stupid because of the loneliness. I let them,
Of course, yeah, of course.
Because of the loneliness, I let them, and I'm not gonna do that anymore, because I learned the hard way, really hard way. Since that first time when I was found unconscious, I was robbed 3 more times, so it's about 4 times. Yeah.
But your big problem at the moment is that the crack. Would that be fair to say?
I think it will be, and do you know what is the funniest thing? I actually hate it, because what it does to me, like, I only like that first thing, and then after that, it's just like my head is. I go real quiet, and I go real into myself, and I kind of suffer because
Yeah.
everything is coming into my. So why am I even doing that? And in social, they told me, you know why, Natalia? Because you are a real deal addict. You take anything, even things you don't like, you take just to bring you out of pain. They sent me to Asheri, you know.
Yeah.
They sent me to Kundara first from methadone,
Yes.
and then to Asheri, and then I stayed clean for years, you know.
Yeah.
So they know that I have it in me.
And you know you can do it too, don't you?
Oh, Paul, if I wouldn't know, I would not be here anymore.
Have you ever had suicidal thoughts?
Before a long time ago, no, never. When I was on heroin, never. But on this, yes, I do, but I would never act on it. Never. Because, you know,
Do you feel
I would
so
never
bad?
do it. I am not that selfish to do it to people who love me.
Sure. But do you feel so bad sometimes that you feel you don't want to be living?
That I'm not worthy. That
There's
why am I even here?
The self-hate.
But God,
That's what I worry about for you.
but God always somehow keeps me alive and protects me. I don't know.
Yeah, he'll meet you halfway. You know, he can't always carry the bag because he's given us free will, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't that how the story goes? And
How many times I was supposed to be dead and I'm still here?
I understand.
He didn't want me dead. So I think
But what about you? What do you want?
I don't want to be dead. I want
How
to
do you
be.
envisage your life if it goes well?
I want to be a
Talk
good
about it.
person. I want to help people. I want to be a good mother. I want to be a good daughter. I want to be a good friend.
Yeah,
Everything that I was before.
sure. And you can be all that.
Jeez,
Natalie.
I hate myself so much at the moment.
It's a whole journey, Natalie. And it's really about acceptance. It's not even about love and hate. What happens is, when we fully accept who we are, love presents itself. We don't have to look for it. It's our natural inheritance. But we've got to be right with ourselves. Remove all our beliefs about ourselves. And
Sometimes,
allow love to present itself. And you've got, it's like clearing out house, clearing out space. And it's your internal space and only you can clear it out.
yes.
And it's only your beliefs that are stopping you experiencing the best of yourself.
True, Paul, and I don't want to be this person. I hate person that I am now, even though I'm not like I never I never hit anyone or hurt anyone or did something bad to
Not
anyone.
violent, yeah.
But unfortunately, life is very tough, and lots of people tells me that hey, you need to toughen up. I says I don't want to be toughening up and being evil or something.
Well, you need to have a little bit more protection of your own space, you know.
Yeah.
Like inviting people in that are, to your home that are robbing you and stuff. That, I think that's what people mean when they're saying, Natalie, you've got to tell these people no. You know, for your own sense of self, so that you can grow in your own pain and to a point of strength, you know.
Yeah.
With these people around you all the time that are sucking off you and robbing you when you're asleep, they're robbing your house and leaving with your keys and all these crazy things that you've told that happen. And I know you're coming from a good place and you probably want to address your own loneliness, but you've got to toughen up just to the point of protecting yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know.
I'm so glad that I paid rent and everything, you know.
Yeah, of course. Those little things are the things that drive us nuts, you know.
And I took the girl and I bought her pizza for 20 euro and drink and everything. She was hungry and
And she robbed you.
yeah, that's it, see.
I think you need just to put Natalie on
Second
the top
day.
of the list.
Going on third day, you know. But I knew second day I need to tell her get out. But I felt that if I tell her that, that she's gonna punch me or something. Yeah.
Natalie, it's a terrible situation to put yourself in, you know. And
See, I really was scared because she's Irish and she's a tough one, you know.
yeah, sure, but
You know what? Now I learned the hard
all
way.
people
There is
need.
nobody coming into my place.
yeah,
I learned the hard way, Paul, and I am gonna seek support.
do, Natalie, do.
Paul,
Too, because my fear for you is that you'll end up harming yourself. Because I know my experience, which I hope you don't mind me saying this, is that you're going through a lot of hurt and pain, and your only way to deal with it is to use at the moment. So you really need to get a better sense of self, because I think you've lost the connection with yourself in a way that, you know, there's a bit of self-acceptance needed there, that's all. But that in itself is a big thing. And it's a lot easier to do when you're clean, to accept who you are, because you start to feel again. And that's all you need then. You know, you need to feel again. And then that might be painful. If you go through...
no, I don't mind feeling better feeling than not feeling. Do you know what I mean?
Sure. Okay.
God, there is lots of hurt and cry coming out, so I need to get it out.
Sure.
And you won't get it out when you're using drugs, you know.
Of course. Why did you want to do this interview?
Because I love your channel. That's the first thing.
Thank you.
The way you spoke, other people, you were so kind to them, and them people, they were really lost. I could see that I am lost as well, but you know. And you told me lots of them are not alive, Natalia, anymore.
Yeah.
So why I wanted to do this interview is that I really want to get well, and I knew that if I push myself and tell the truth, that's the first step to getting better, you know.
Wonderful. Well, you've been very honest, and I really appreciate that. I like to keep the content authentic, and you've been very sincere and honest, and being vulnerable and open about where you're actually at. And Natalie, I really hope that to see you well, and to see you getting all the things you need in your life back from yourself, the things that you've let go in yourself, that you can reclaim. Your sense of self, your sense of self-respect, your sense of dignity, you know, and your creativity, it'll all come with that. And I think you're very deserving of saving, you know, but I can't save you, you know.
Nobody, absolutely.
You know that, but I support you all the way, and I hope things work out for you. Thank you very much for speaking with us.
I thank you so much
You're so welcome.
for having me here.
Oh, you're more than
Thank you
welcome.
so much.
Your story is as valid as anybody's, Natalie.